guys, so if you clicked on this, you may be someone who's been experiencing some stress, some anxiety. You may overall just feel like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders right now. And I know with this pandemic, it may be a huge trigger for those of you who experience anxiety on a daily basis. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to kind of get out of our head, think about our stress and our worries in a different way, and in a way that's going to help us grow and just be more productive and helpful to our overall mental health. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to get 2 pieces of paper. If you only have one, it's not a big deal. Just flip it back and forth. And then get a pencil. And if you have any colored pencils, markers, or crayons or anything like that, go ahead and grab those too. So now I want you to think about the things that stress you out. Let's identify what are our concerns, our fears, our anxieties. What are the things that make us feel very upset? It may be something small to something big. It may be you're stuck at home. You can't go see your friends. It may be that your parents are getting divorced, or maybe you have a loved one who's in jail. Maybe you're in an argument with your best friend and it's really frustrating because you can't go see that person to work it out right now. Or maybe you have a loved one that's sick or someone who's struggling with addiction. There are a lot of different things that could be stressing you out. So go ahead, and now what I want you to do is to write them out on this piece of paper, and I'm going to do the same. Alright, so if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need. What we're going to do next is we're going to take our other piece of paper and we're going to draw a smaller circle inside a larger circle. Make sure that you have enough room that you can write in both. So I'm just going to make one small circle inside one larger circle. And they don't have to be perfect. So you just got one small circle inside one large circle. Now you're going to take your list, you're going to put it into one of these circles. In your smaller circle, you're going to put all of your stressors that you can control. So I'm just going to write my control over the smaller circle. And you can label it if you want, you don't have to. And then I'm going to label the bigger circle out of my control. Everything that goes in here will be something that stresses me out that I control. Everything around will be something that stresses me out that is not in my control. So go through your list, go through each thing, and write it in to one of these spots. You can draw a picture, you can make it look all pretty with the coloring pencils or markers, crayons, whatever you have. Do whatever you want, okay? I think right now is a good opportunity to use this as a creative outlet during our stay-at-home time. So go ahead and get started, and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so when you're finished, it should look something like this. Everything that was on my list that I stress about that is outside of my control is on the outer circle. Everything that I stress about that is in my control is in the inner circle. Now, you're going to notice a couple of things. One, the things that are out of your control. For me personally, I noticed that most of the things I stress about are out of my control. What we need to realize is that things that are out of our control, it doesn't matter how much we stress or we worry or how anxious we get, we are not going to change the outcome because it's out of our control. No matter if that's a good outcome or a bad outcome, right? So I think sometimes we humans, when things are stressful, we feel like we have to stress about it, otherwise we're not taking it seriously. But in reality, we need to give ourselves the freedom to be at peace. So that's what I want to challenge you to do. Those things that are on your outer circle, give yourself the freedom to be at peace and say, no matter how much I stress, no matter how much I worry, no matter how anxious I get, I am not going to change that outcome because it is out of my control. It's kind of like when you're playing a game of Uno, right? Sometimes you're dealt a hand where you have lots of draw fours, wilds, draw twos, all of those things. Great. But sometimes you get dealt a hand that is just all numbers. You can't change what hand you were dealt. You can only make the best of it. And that's what we have to do in this situation. Whatever the stressful situation may be, we've got to make the best of it because we can't change it. So you might as well allow yourself to just have that peace of mind. Okay, think about it differently. We don't always get to choose the circumstances that surround us. The only thing we choose is how we respond to those circumstances. And that leads us to what is in my control. Things that are going to be in your control are going to reflect your choices, your actions, your thoughts. Anything outside of that is going to be on your outer circle. Now, this can lead to some accountability too. If you're stressed out about something and you realize it's in your control, realize now that you have that power to change it. That power lies within you. So sometimes the things we stress about are things that we can change. If it's not though, give yourself that freedom to just be okay. So with all of that being said, I hope that this helps. I hope that you can use this in the future. I know that anxiety and worry is not as simple as saying, well, don't stress about it, don't worry about it. But take the time. It might take several times, but practice this. Practice just getting in your head, take a deep breath, and remember, if it's not in your control, you allow it to just be. Just accept it as it is and make the best of it, okay? You've got this, guys. So if there's anything that you need from me in the meantime, please feel free to email me, or if you would like to schedule a Zoom meeting, I can do that as well. But hang in there, guys, and I hope you have a great day.